A few weeks ago, I had a live on Instagram in Romanian together with Daniela from Hoinar Prin Lume. You can find the recording below. I'm gonna leave the link if you are curious and if you understand Romanian. We've discussed our own experiences as parents a little bit, and also we mentioned things that I have learned from helping my pupils um, use the potty at daycare. I've mostly worked with 3 to 6 year olds in the past 12 years, but I have also had some children who were aged 1 to 4. So we have gone through this process a few times with the kids. So let's go over the main ideas that we've discussed in our live in the hope that they will be helpful for you and your little one in your journey. So first of all, let your child lead, but basically awaken their curiosity by reading books about going to the potty and by creating an accessible and inviting space. Understanding that this is not our responsibility, but basically it is their process, is very important. So try to figure out if your little one is ready to give up diapers in the first place. Do they show interest in the potty? Do they pee less often in the diaper during the day? Do they maybe ask to sit on the potty? Have you ever exposed your child to the potty? Do they sometimes inform when they poo or pee? Usually they do it when it's actually happening. Do they wake up dry after some short naps? All of these are signs that they are ready. It's especially important also if your child can express these needs verbally or indicate through gestures that they need to go. And of course, it's important for them to be able to pull their pants on or like do basic things to take care of themselves. Then keep in mind that you need to choose a period when you don't have any other major transitions and when you can be fully attentive to the child's needs. You shouldn't leave this task to a kindergarten teacher because kids don't usually feel as comfortable with them as they do with you, their own parent. And of course, teachers have less resources and time to focus on one specific child compared to your resources and time. You should read books about this topic and explain how to use the potty or the toilet. So just tell your child without putting any pressure on them to actually go to the potty or toilet. Just present it. It's important for you to discuss with your child what happens when the urine and feces are eliminated. Why do we need to do that? And basically adapt the story according to their age and their ability to understand. You should explain and talk about how the bladder feels when urine comes out. So you can use real words to teach them correctly. Don't think too much about what others say about your child because it is your child's process and it has nothing to do with what the neighbor's child can do or cannot do. So understand that it's your child's process and you are there to offer support. Nobody else really matters. Understand that any learning process comes with mistakes and otherwise we wouldn't be able to learn. Just as we don't scold a child for falling down when they have just started walking, we shouldn't scold a child for peeing in their pants when they're potty learning because it is a natural process. They are learning and it will take some time until they get to that point where they don't have any pee in their pants. Preparing the space. So create an accessible and inviting space with everything at the child's level. Toilet paper in a basket next to the potty, a step stool for the sink so that they can wash their hands, maybe a basket for dirty laundry, and a drawer with clean clothes and maybe wet wipes, diapers. So they become independent in this process with a little bit of help in the beginning. Potty or toilet seat? Well, that's a question that actually depends on your child and your child's age. So if your child prefers the toilet, choose a reducer or like a toilet seat adapter. Um, you can choose it together. This will motivate your child to start the process. Um, he's gonna get excited about the color of it and what it looks like, and even going to the store and choosing it together. It's usually fun. If you choose a potty, it should have a backrest and the child's legs should reach the floor fully, so flat. On trips, I've been using this OK Baby portable potty, and my friend Daniela was using this elephant shaped bottle with her child. He's a boy. You can find it under the name portable urinal. And of course, it's up to you if you want to have something with you on a trip or if you just want to use bushes and things like that. But it does help with the transition if you have something very quickly with you. Then we also discussed in this live about suitable books for this period. So Usborne books, very first questions and answers, what are germs, and another one, what is poo. Those were very important, at least in our transitions, because we started having more and more conversations about what happens in the bathroom, what happens to the poo, the fact that it's something natural, that everybody does it, and it suddenly became more interesting for my daughter to use the potty. And let's talk a little bit about nighttime weaning. So usually weaning at night, so getting rid of the diaper at night, generally takes longer. And there are some children who just sleep more deeply and don't really feel when they are wet. So if that's your child, it's your choice. If you want to wake up at night and basically lift your child and take him to the potty or to the toilet, we actually didn't do that. So our daughter just woke up and she was able to go. Of course, there were a few accidents, but as I mentioned, it's a natural part of the process. Our process was pretty slow, so at night it was her option in the evening if she wanted a diaper or if she didn't, and it just came a time when she said, no, I don't need that anymore. Also, when we went on vacation, when she had a cold, when we had longer trips, it was always her decision. Do you want a diaper or you don't? And then slowly the transition was made. I think there comes a time when you notice it. You notice that, okay, my kid is actually ready. She can or he can hold the pee in for much longer time than before, and that is helpful. But in the beginning, it's good to have this option. Just carry a diaper with you everywhere. If they need to pee urgently and you weren't prepared, ploop, put the diaper on. Us was we had a potty next to the bed at night, so it's easy and quick to reach, and we used double layers of waterproof bed sheets at night. So basically, if there was pee on the first one, we would just take that, leave it in the bathroom for the next day, and we would have another one that was clean. And then let's talk a little bit about regressions. So setbacks are normal. It may mean that your little one has acquisitions in other areas, or your child might have a cold, or he might have just lost interest in the potty. So try to figure out why suddenly your child refuses to go to the potty or pees more often in the underwear, and then get to the cause and then find a solution. For example, if your child is absorbed in play for a long time, he might just need a reminder. Or if he's starting kindergarten, maybe he's a little bit anxious about the transition and not comfortable asking the new teacher yet. So you can let them focus on the adaptation period first, and then again start with the potty learning process. So it's important to know the cause. Try to also make a routine out of it. So always before leaving the house, you go and pee, or always before going for the nap, let's go pee. I do it you can do it too, and it will be helpful. Just explain that, okay, you're gonna maybe roll in your sleep and you're gonna be on your tummy, and that puts pressure on the bladder and you might need to pee. So just explain and then do it as a routine. It will be much easier for a child to accept. We shouldn't stress too much when these setbacks happen. Just continue with what has worked and understand that children will go through these, and empathize with them. Explain to them that there is nothing wrong with them if they sometimes forget to go. We've all been through this, right? And remember that any learning process involves mistakes, it involves errors, and, well, of course, periods with lots of positive experiences, and some with less positive experiences, but it's all a process. And if you have any questions related to potty learning and this important transition, leave them in the comments. Please remember that I am a kindergarten teacher and a parent, so I'm not a doctor. If you need special advice, go to the right source. But I hope that I can help you, and yeah, have a nice day.